So, the power was supposed to be on like 5 minutes ago, and it's still not on. I have done everything that I can do to prepare for the stream today, but I think I'm just going to meditate until that light comes on. Because if that light comes on, it means the power is back on again as well. It'll take a few seconds for the Wi-Fi to kick in after that happens, but it's not helpful for me to pace, to walk back and forth, wishing, praying, hoping the power will come back on again anytime. So, yeah, if you want to join me for this moment of silence, it's not really something we get that much of on the Meltmore streams. So maybe I should give myself a moment of silence before I start. Maybe that's the point. Maybe that's what I'm supposed to be doing. I wouldn't be surprised. Power's back on. While it tunes, or at least while the Wi-Fi turns on, I'm gonna go and put off that fan. Yay. There we go. I'm just gonna hit live directly. Because indeed, greetings unto you, beloved and holy friends. Thank you so much for joining me today. We're a little bit later than we're used to be, but here we go. We're gonna melt more into being. Man. You know, I love my country so much. So much. I think it's an absolutely wonderful country. I think it's beautiful. I think it has a lot of potential. You know, I think all of these things. I really do think all of these things. But we have to deal with stuff that is, you know, it's like third world. You know, like not having electricity. Especially like when we pay, you know, to have electricity. And yet we still do not get this thing that we pay for. They just kind of switch it off. Welcome, friends. I won't vent for longer than a second because like it doesn't help to vent either. It doesn't help to vent about things that you feel you can't change because that's something. Okay, so this might be a little bit of a sensitive topic, but today I kind of had this just this sense of I don't want to say dread. Hey Yater, hey Monoculele. I'll stop the world and melt with you. Please do, friend. That's beautiful. Looks like a storm is brewing behind you. Yeah. Like, the lighting is actually really great. So, like, okay. Like, just so that you know how my thought process works as well with this nonsense. The power is off. The power has been off since, like, 3 p.m. It's about 30 minutes past 5 right now. So, like, power has been off for, like, an hour and 2.5 hours. And like I knew that it was going to be off for about 2.5 hours. I didn't want to say that because sometimes it's off for 4 at a time. But I was like telling myself, dude, like think about it this way, you know, silver lining, you're going to have really good lighting. And I'm like, yeah, you know, you've got a point there. Oh man, I had a rough day today. You know, just kind of feeling helpless, feeling like things are too daunting, feeling like I won't have the capacity to do the things that I want to set out to do, you know. Because there's so many things that needs to fall in place. So many things that needs to fall in place. And it can be intimidating. It can be so intimidating. Scares me. Okay, fine, I'll melt with you. Oh, if I have to, Toasty says. If I have to. If I'm gonna force him to, he will. Thank you for joining me, Toasty, dude. Man, I need to melt today. I feel like it's definitely one of those days where I've just been thinking too much, you know, way too much. Massive Eagle, my friend, or as you said, my man. It's nice to have you here, dude. You asked, and here we are. And again, I lied to you as well. I feel like I'm jinxing myself these days because someone will ask, you know, when do you stream? And then I'll give them a time. And then, like, the power doesn't work or I forget to charge my phone or something. There's always going to be some BS getting in the way. Sounds like anxiety. I feel the same. It's hard to climb that mountain and become who we want to be. It really is, friend. It really is. And it was like a little bit of anxiety, I guess you can call it. Yeah, I guess so. But I don't want to feel that way, you know. Because like the things that I feel, like I genuinely want to help the world, you know. And this is something I was talking about only, 3 days ago, about the hopes that I have for the world and the things that I want to do for the world. And like, maybe or not maybe, this is definitely something that's self-induced. Like the things I've chosen to pursue in my life, I feel are like a little bit out of reach, you know. But I know that's what my consciousness does as well. I know that's the way I am, to do things that are very difficult for me to do. Challenging myself, you know. Thing is just, I'm worried. I'm worried that I might not be able to. As we all are sometimes, and that's okay as well. Is the background green screen, or is it just the foreground lighting that makes it look that way? It's probably the foreground lighting that makes it look that way. Like, I'll probably cast shadows on my own face if I do something like this. But yeah, that's just some cloudy clouds behind me. It's kind of cool as well. Thank you for joining me, friend. Like, if you're asking if it's green screen, you've probably not been here before. It's nice to have you. It's nice to have you, Mon. It's okay, Mel. I understand. Life happens. I know as well, friend. I'm not too worried. I wanted to say sorry, nonetheless. Little spotters that lived in my buds, making sure that I clean them out as well. Melt Moore, the world-class homiest of homies. Gob, thank you, my friend. That's beautiful of you to say. The homiest of homies. I do try and make things very homey for my homies, interestingly enough. Like when you come and visit me, I actually wake you in bed with like coffee and rusks. I'll roll the joints, give you bud. actual homey homeness. Oh man, I'm feeling things. Hey, Estian, Yader, Thursday friends. How's your day going, everyone? Oh, there we go. Hey, Lisa. My day is going well, friend. I've had a little bit of vibes, of feelings, you know. Not feelings of inadequacy. Just feelings of... Is it daunting? Like, daunting is the word that I feel most accurately describes the feeling I have inside of myself. You know, it's this, like, looking at the mountain and just being like... that feeling. I've been feeling like that all day. Like, thinking of the goals I have in my life. And just being like, oh shit, I want to do that. That's what I want to do. Why don't I make it easier for myself? And I'm like, this is the way. I'm fine, little kidding. Things are going well over here. How about you? There we go. I'm all right, bet. I'll be there next spring. I'll look forward to seeing you, Gob. Meld Morris is Free Panda. Hello, my friend. Thank you for joining me as well. The sun is shining bright here today. Thank you for asking. I'm happy to hear that. Good morning / evening. Good morning to you, I believe, Free Panda. I want to read something worth saying, just to get us off on like a right foot, if you will, a feeling. You know, I think this one. Simply be the presence of love. Or be in the presence of love. Yeah, that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna be the presence of love today. I'm gonna start rolling myself a joint. Today, we're gonna write the little intention directly on the paper, because I have this little glass Garrick that I usually roll with. It cools your smoke down a lot. It is very dirty at the moment. But yeah, that's what's gonna happen. That's what's gonna happen. What is our intention? Presence of love? Just love, actually. Just a big old love. Presence of love. So, like, the reason I do stuff like this, and like laugh, please do laugh if you want to, is I believe that these sort of things are you know, like spells you put on yourself, basically. So now, instead of just smoking the bud the way that I would, usually, going about my business, feeling the effects of it, now every single time I inhale, every single time I take a puff, I'm aware, of the fact that I've set my intention for this joint to be love. Every single time. And just having that as my intention for today creates the experience in itself. Obviously, the THC provides something, but I believe, if anything, it's just a catalyst for you to feel the things that you were supposed to feel. Be that anxiety as well sometimes. Is the sun coming up or bad weather? The sun is setting, friend, and not bad weather, just cloudy weather. Let it go, let it go, let it go, let it be. Yeah, it's true. Deep thought, I love it. I love you, Yater. Besides, whole wheat bread. Let that shit go. I agree with you as well. Love will keep us together. I agree, friend. Like, at the end of the day, we've tried all of the other ways, We've tried war. We're still trying war for some reason. It doesn't work, It won't work. Prosecution and the harm of other human beings will always come back to you. Not that I believe in karma, but I do believe in cause and effect. No. When we are depressed, we are too focused on the past. When we are anxious, we are too focused on the future. When we are in the now, we are at peace. That's perfectly put, Free Panda. You are so right. So if I'm smoking for love, I'm drinking for peace because of what you said, Free Panda. We're gonna be right now, in this moment, sharing love with one another while we are at peace. Well said, Free Panda. Very true. I love that, Panda. I also love that. Oh, look who it is. It is Lay herself. Thank you for joining us, Lay. It's been a while since we've seen you. Hi, I'm on Lurkmore. It's completely okay. How have you been, Lay? Like, I was asking yesterday, like, as well, I think. But I don't think I ever got your answer. I've been thinking about you, friend. Have you been busy? Has life been hectic? Has life been fantastic? Please do share with us. I was sharing with our friends that I've been feeling a little bit anxious, or feelings of dread, or feelings of what's the other word? Daunting. I've been feeling like the stuff I want to do is a little bit daunting, and you can get so paralyzed, looking at these things and like thinking to yourself, "Oh my goodness, I can't do that. I can't do that, can I?" But yes, you can. Like, it's a genuine goal for me to get to the point where I have the finances to like start developing, to literally develop entire cities that are based, structured around around the idea of taking care of human beings first and foremost, Like, it's gonna cost so much money, fucking hell. But it's not a lot of money in comparison to how much money a country has, That's the thing that bothers me. Like, it's a lot of money for an individual. It's not a lot of money for a country. And we as a society already have the money, already have the resources to do whatever it is we want to for this planet, We could have solved world hunger 10 times over, 20 years back, 50 years back even. But what are we doing with our money? We're building guns, yo. I'm gonna get fucking so salty if I'm gonna continue talking about this stuff. Love and peace. Love and peace. I've been working a bit. I've been working a lot. Sorry. Okay. How's work then been, Lay? Also been having lots of self-esteem issues, so streaming a little less, but I think it will pass. Lay, you are an absolutely beautiful being. You know, your face, your body, the way you talk, none of these things are the being that is you, you know? You are a wonderful friend. You bring people happiness. You have cool ideas to share. You're very appreciated. Very, very appreciated. I know, I know self-esteem issues. I went through something like that for a very long time in my life as well. So it's not that I don't understand, I'm not being oblivious or insensitive to how you're feeling, but as you said, it will pass. You are wonderful, friend. I love you so much. What you making? We're making a bat, dude. Look at this cone. Hot diggity damn. It's not full just yet. I shouldn't be packing it all the way full because it's way too much. But let's do it anyway, because why not? This is gonna be the love joint. I'm gonna try and give as much love as I possibly can until I'm no more. Let's just say that. When Meltmore is no more will be the day he stops giving love. But right now, since I will continue to. Twaffle, thank you for joining us as well, friend. It's awesome, Puff. You're awesome, Puff. Yeah, she is, that a niner. And thank you for joining us as well. You're awesome as well, my friend. I appreciate you sharing the space with us. Okay, I think this thing is tacked. If you are depressed, I've already read that comment. I think you said it again, Freeplan now. Edmund is here as well. Thank you for joining me, friend. How have you been, dude? How have you been, man? Like I don't know how much you want to share about. Like I want to say a word, but I don't want to give stuff away. Afterglow? You can have an afterglow after a shower, right? Yeah. So how's your afterglow been? Let me just ask that, dude. Oh shit, that a niner in here too. Yeah, that a niner is a G. Joins us all the time. Elpuff, appreciate you. Stay amazing. There we go. We produce 30% more food than we need, and people still go hungry. Dude, you know how much waste there is with food? Way too much. Way too much. Fortunately, we're starting to implement like insect protein farms. Like I'm gonna be on the bandwagon of insect protein as well, friends. I'm sorry, it might be a little bit it's gross, but you powder them and then you use them in like protein shakes or whatever. You don't eat bugs like while they're still squirming. Fortunately, you don't do that, but they're very efficient. They don't use a lot of water, and we can feed our food scraps to them as well. So that 30% extra, we can turn it into fats and proteins. Thank you for your kind words. Love you. Love you too, Lay. Thank you, my friend. I appreciate you being here. Appreciate you right back. There we go. Thanks. Good to see you, Mel. It's good to see you as well. That a niner. Hi all. Hey, Slag. Thank you for joining us as well, my friend. Pappy Blick is here as well. How do you feel about working out to build muscle? Considering you said our physical body is not important. When did I ever say our physical body is not important, Pappy Blick? I mean, like, I'm not the most jacked of people, but I used to exercise, very religiously, if you will. The whole 5 times a week, sprinting in the mornings and stuff. So I used to be very fitness oriented, and I don't even for a second believe that our bodies are unimportant. What I'm saying is our bodies are not us. This body, our names, this physical world is not us. We are the observer, the one that is conscious of this body. So if you take your body and you exercise and you take care of it with the food that you eat, with the stuff that you do, then the consciousness, the I experiencer, is going to have a better experience as a result of that. So your body is very important when it comes to your overall life experience. But if you attach all of your value, especially your own personal soul value, or, how you feel about your life and your current lived experience, if you base that just on your body, you're guaranteed to lose, because our bodies are impermanent. They're not going to last forever, right? That's the point I'm trying to make. The body is still important. Just don't bet on it. The love joint's beautiful, isn't it? I want to light it, but I also want to read some more comments. Mel, did you already do your dance? Not this morning, Green. I'm dancing tomorrow again. At least that's the plan. Oh, it is SDZTS. Thank you for joining us as well, friend. It was nice watching you skip rope this morning. It was quite a vibe. Like, you're really good at it. It makes me happy to see stuff like that. Let's light the love joint. Okay, first, before I do, King Juno, Slag, Edmund, Koalab, Pappy Blick, SDZ, Lay, Impressive Ask, Lisa, Toasty. Thinking about you friends right now. Obviously, I'm trying to think of everyone in the entire world, but I'm focusing you friends specifically. Thank you for the love that you share with me as well. Oh, this is gonna kick my ass. Oh goodness. Like it literally let me know beforehand. Elpov, nobody will treat you better than you. Yeah, that's true. So stay positive, cast out all negativity. You'll be fine. It's easy to say. It is easy to say. But it is also true, you know. Like, the love that you want from the world, you kind of have to give first. So, like, if you want to think of it in like a quantifiable way, just think about relationships. If you're in a relationship with another person and you're unwilling in that relationship to bring any love from your side, you know, to the person that you're supposed to love, or to the person that you're expecting to love you, there's no way that you're going to have a loving relationship with one another if that person is the only one loving you, right? So quite literally, if we want to genuinely be loved in this world, the only thing that is expected of us is to love first. To love one another first, you know. And then, as a result of that, love flows back to you. It shouldn't be this case of like, oh, okay, now I'm going to go and love people out of the hope of being loved back. It is this, you know, selfless giving of love just for the sake of love being given. And it's not always easy. It's not always easy. But it's always worth it. Slag knows he didn't today. It was about midnight when I saw him floating around. Nani? Midnight your time. Yeah, I wasn't dancing because like I kind of came online, and I think SDZ actually was streaming. So me and Simon and a bunch of other friends joined her on her stream instead. It's great, man. The first like day or two after, I was a little foggy brained, but now that it's gone away, I get to enjoy the introspective and perspective shift more. I'm so happy to hear that, Edmund. That sounds amazing. I'd love to know the blend of your accent. Like, it's a South African accent, but I also was teaching English in China for a bit, which also changed my accent a little bit apparently. I speak very deliciously of English, dude. Do a handstand. No, not just yet, friend. Not just yet. I definitely feel more in tune with the world around me and myself, and a little more after each time. I'm happy to hear that. I didn't even ask, Edmund. Was your girlfriend like joining you for that as well? Damn those guns. Thank you, lol. It was good to have you there. It was good to have you there. Or it was good for you, good of you, to share that space for us to be there with you in. Thank you, friend. We appreciate you. If I don't work out every day, my mind is terrible. Yeah, like working out helps a lot. It really does. No, that's the exact quote said by Tzu. Oh, okay. Thank you, friend. I mean, like it's the same message being shared. It doesn't have to be an exact quote. Ah, I see. That is so true, friend. Yeah, that's what I feel, Pappy. I do believe our bodies are important. Like I can't, I can't do what it is I'm doing if I'm like pounding liters of vodka every day, throughout the day. And then as I'm pounding liters of vodka, I'm smoking kilograms of marijuana and I'm taking, amphetamines. Like that stuff is going to be very bad for my body, and it will still be an experience. Like that would be an experience getting that wasted, that high constantly. That would be an experience in itself. But that would not be the experience or not be the state that I have to be in to do the things that I believe I need to be doing. So not that it's a judgment of people that do stuff like that, but just that it's not my divine experience, not the one that I'm choosing for myself. My youngest brother is coming into town today for 2 weeks on leave from the Navy. Ooh, man, I didn't know you have a brother in the Navy, Edmund. I was actually watching a video today about like this big ass freaking aircraft carrier cost like $8 billion to make. I think they started like constructing it in 2008 or something, and they're still busy. It's not completely done yet. Navy, dude. The Navy. Like, how has your brother's experience been in the Navy, dude? Gets himself like a 2 week break after what, a year's worth of work or something. Took a couple of love puffs with you. Thank you, Slag. I appreciate you, friend. Awesome, Edmund. Hope you enjoy your time. I'm sure you will. Day 160 of what? Are you on rehab or something? Day 160 of showing up, friend. Of showing up for one another. Showing up with the intention of love. Knowing that the reason we're doing this, what it is we're doing, is because we want to share love with one another. We understand that there is a space that we can create for one another, and that in creating the space for one another, we can share ideas, we can feel things, we can explore things that we haven't explored before. And this is something I've done a lot, as a result of these streams. It's just having these ideas, suggested by you friends, and then having myself kind of feel these ideas out, have my divine expression of it, if you will. And then this is also a co-created experience at the end of the day, because the fact that you have sent a comment means that I get to reply to you, which means that you basically impacted the way that I respond to the world, and then it's back and forth, back and forth. Thank you, Lisa. Looking forward to seeing him. I can only imagine. Day 160 of a love festival. How long has it been, Edmund? I'm also curious. Must you love yourself before giving it to others? Is that selfish? No, it's not selfish, friend. You should absolutely love yourself first and foremost. Because if you're not in a state, where you are loved by yourself, you understand how you feel about things, where you draw the line on certain type of things, in your life. If you don't have that established, that understanding that you are secure, that there's no lack within you, you're going to go into a relationship, being asking. If you're not, so like think of it not in like bad or good, but in the case of like magnetism, right? Positivity and negativity and magnetism. One is going to attract, one is going to repel, right? So think of love almost in a sense like that, where if you have enough love, you can think of it like as an electron magnet, right? The love is the electricity flowing through the body that is you to create the magnetism that is the love you want to give. But if you don't let that love flow through yourself first, it creates a negative state, which means you want to receive love from the world, from your significant other, from the food that you eat, from the games that you play, whatever it may be, trying to feel something. Love festival, nice. Yeah, I've never said it quite like that, but it's gonna be a love festival as well. Why not? You have to love yourself first before you can give love. There we go. Fatty boom boom batty, baseball bat, never skinny but always fat. Man, that made me so happy to read, dude. Here for the stimulation. I'm happy that you're here, friend. I hope that I can stimulate your mind a little bit. Um, I don't know if there's a little bit of debris or something in this thing. Let's see if I can do this without regretting it. There we go. There was a little bit of debris in my little... Ugh! With surgical precision. Now it's gonna go. Now it's gonna go nice. Here's an upvote. Cheers. Thank you, friend, for the upvote. I appreciate it. Only since Christmas, so not that long, but it will be nice, dude. I mean, only since Christmas, but we're already halfway past the year almost. Fill your cup first. It isn't selfish unless you stop there. Yeah, share the love when you are overflowing, but you do have to fill your cup first. I do completely agree with what you're saying, Yader. I hope you have so many beautiful memories. There we go. Feeling the love here in Germany. Thank you, Bear or Bayer. Erdbeer. Erdbeer. Actually, beer noem. Beer is hoe ons bear say in Afrikaans. Bear. Beer. We say almost like the beer you drink. That's how we say bear in Afrikaans. Thank you, Lisa. Yes, she was. She loves it now. Ever since her first time a couple months ago, she really loves expanding her mind and contemplating new ideas. That makes me so happy, dude. Must be great for your relationship as well, in that case. You know, having these ideas explored between you two. It's definitely something I look for in a significant other as well, is to be able to have good conversations with one another. Because if you can't communicate effectively, like, you're basically also bound for failure. I feel like we are about to take a trip, dude. I'm taking a trip right now, man. Flying through the sky, little Einstein. Need to piece myself out again. Man, this joint keeps dying. You see, like, this is just now my mind kind of reeling with ideas. I feel, and like, bear with me, this is just me being a hippie. I feel like this is almost now a metaphor as well, you know, just for love in general. Because this is the love joint, right? And it's like making me work for every single puff. Like, I have to relight it, and then it dies in a few seconds, you know, as a result as well, you know, just directly afterwards. And I feel like it's almost this message, this like sign, this like, hey, you know, be aware of just, you know, the way that we love others as well. Like, love is not always something that's easy. Right? Like, when you're angry about something, or when you feel you've been betrayed about something, you're not really overflowing with love. It's like, it creates this sense of like lack within yourself. And like, I'm thinking now specifically about my own like experience with the electricity being out during the time that I usually go live. And I was like, and I'm gonna include this in the YouTube video as well. There's like I don't know how long. It's about maybe only 8 minutes or something. Maybe like only like 6 minutes of meditation before the power came on, because I was like pacing and stuff. And I was like, dude, calm down, sit down, relax, be at peace. Like, it's no use in worrying, you know, whether or not the power is coming back on again today. If it's gonna come back on, then it's gonna come back on. And then as that, when that comes, then that's going to be what it's supposed to be. But like the point I'm trying to make is like when I was pacing like that, it's very difficult for you in that state of mind to think loving thoughts. Be it about yourself, be it about your situation, be it about the people that are creating this situation for you as well. It's difficult. It's actually difficult to think loving thoughts in that moment. And it's absolutely something you have to do with intention. It has to be something that you want to do. Like, I want to light this love joint once again. This time when I do it though, I think there's a hole. This time when I do it though, I'm going to do it with the intention of sending love to my country. The people that are raiding our coffers, if you will. I'm sending them love as well. The people that are less fortunate, I'm sending them love. The people that are sick, I'm sending them love. I'm sending my dad love. I'm sending my mom love. I'm sending my 2 brothers love. I'm sending my sister love. It's her birthday today. She turned 15. Sending love to my country and the people therein. So much love for you, country. Oh. My heart breaks sometimes, I'm getting emotional. Oh. At peace. My heart breaks for my country. It's such a wonderful country. And yet, as a result of mismanagement, the entire world, not just my country, is in a declining state. The people will awaken, I'm sure. Most of what you're saying is very relatable. I wonder how you can power through when your biggest barrier is ourselves. It's gonna be an intention, friend. Because you can kind of set these goals. And the goal I'm setting is, set from a place of love. So in realizing that I'm trying to do something with this pursuit of love, instead of it being an egoic thing. And that's why I chose the name, or chose a name like Meltmore as well. To have something that isn't me oriented, right? Like, I'm not going to, because like at the end of the day, the thing I associated as me my entire life is going to closely resemble our names, or my name, Estian. Because that's the word I heard every single time my parents were talking at me, like calling me. That's the thing I told people I am when I introduce myself. And I do believe there's a lot of value in a name as well. But I believe, there's the difference between the I consciousness and the me consciousness. The me is the things that you attach to the I. It's the externalities, The me is the thing you say when you're like, oh, I'm a dentist, or I'm an engineer, or I'm a whatever, enter title here. That's the me. I'm a age. I'm a gender. I'm a face, beautiful or not beautiful. I'm a hair or not hair. Right? But you're not. You're not any of these things. You're not any of these things. So, like, realizing that our self that stands in the way is not actually us. I think that's that's how we push through it, dude, or power through it, in your words. Treat people like you want to be treated. Absolutely, friend. It's such a simple rule, and yet people don't understand it at all. He doesn't love it as much as he hoped he would. He hates the job he got within the Navy and isn't planning on re-enlisting when his contract expires. Fortunately, there is something like a contract expiring. Goodness, I'm happy to hear that. He's also a bit of a hippie as we are. That's so sick, dude. And he's probably not allowed to smoke bud right now because he gets tested in the military, right? Wat een lewe. Leave the ven. Yes. Yes, leave the ven. Leave the ven means love wins. Love wins. I'm going to smoke a bowl with you, friend. Cheers, wise words. Thank you for joining me, friend. Enjoy this frequency with me. Smoke it with the intention of love. Like literally think, while you're lighting the bowl, I'm smoking this because I love myself. I love this bud. I love this world. I love this universe. I love my family members. Like literally think these things as you're lighting it and inhaling it. We're so powerful as beings, friend. So powerful. Love hitting with you, friends. It's so nice. We're joining in a frequency at the end of the day. Also, absolutely. And it helps us better understand each other and how our minds work. Exactly, because I do believe like you gain a lot of insight as well, right? Not just insight, but inspiration to say quirky things sometimes. And then as a result of these quirky things being said, you can kind of extrapolate some features of someone's mind. And that's a pretty crazy thing, actually. And it can make you really get to know someone. It's awesome. I'm glad you shared that connection and experience with your girlfriend, Edmund. I'm also so happy about that. I'm excited for my trip. I can't wait to open my being and learn all the lessons that await. 9 sleeps to go. Oh, 9 sleeps, dude. You're counting, man. Like, you should keep us counting. Like, now I want to know, dude. Because, like, the literal days melt almost into one. It feels like every single time we come together to do this, to, like, be in this space together, I feel like it's adding, to the space we've shared the previous 159 days. And this space is the Meltmore, if you will. This is what we're doing. I'm excited. Oh yeah, I've already read one. Thank you, Lisa. It's a privilege for sure to have that kind of connection. It really is, Edmund. You have a lot to be grateful for. Hell yeah, man. It's so exciting. Sending all the good vibes for your experience. Sending you love as well. I'm sending you love. So much love being sent. Happy birthday to your sister. I forgot her name. Her name is Shantae. But don't worry about her name, my friend. I mean, what is her name, huh? I was just ranting. She is another divine eye experiencer. An equal. Creator. She paints as well. She's been taking it slow with her painting, but she has like a bunch of little paintings. I'm like 100% her biggest fan. I'm like touting. Yeah, go! Doing more! Well, happy B-Day, sis. I'll send your love to her, though. That I will do. Your pitcher must be full in order to pour into another. Otherwise, you'll go dry. Yeah, it's true. Don't forget yourself. I know, friend. I know, Free Panda. It is Shantae's birthday. Happy birthday to her. I'm not sure on the spelling. Yeah, it's like you replace the first letter with a C, and then you take away the LS, but you leave the little line between the L and the S. That's how you spell her name, technically. I'd recommend you get sober, bro. I've been sober, friend. I've been sober. Yeah, like, I was a heavy smoker for like 2 years. Then I went to China, and knowing the rules in China, or at least the extent they go to with the rules in China, I completely abstained. Wasn't gonna mess with that stuff. 1.5 years of being sober, if you will. I also don't drink alcohol, by the way. So, not to get drunk. Like, I'll have a beer to enjoy a beer, but I'm not drinking alcohol to get drunk. So, like, been sober for a long time, friend. I don't believe weed is an intoxicant. I believe weed can be used as an intellectual stimulant. And when you use anything with intention, we even drink water with intention. Every single time I take a sip of this water, I remind myself again, I'm taking the sip of water for peace. It's a program you're running in your own head, dude. Like when you say the word peace, when you say the word love, you are literally firing a little set of connections in your brain. And then as a result of that, whatever it is you're inducing, be it drinking water, be it smoking cannabis, it's going to just amplify that. Because that's what you're running. You're like basically putting the USB in and then letting it run the love program and letting it run the peace program. I know this might not, it's not scientifically based, obviously. I don't know anything. This is just how I understand it. Our world is mismanaged by crooked, selfish, greedy politicians, unfortunately. Unfortunately, yeah. And they basically just have access to so much money. It's very easy to get corrupted by something like that. You know, when you have like access to, like let's talk about just my country specifically. During this whole COVID thing, they got like a bailout. Our country as a whole got a bailout of 500 million. No, sorry, 500 billion rand. I was like trying to do the dollar math already, which is about 38 about $billion, right? 38 billion US dollars was just like put into our country's bank account. And after 3 weeks, all of it was gone. There was no trace left of it. Literally no trace left of it. That's how they basically put it in the newspapers. And then they were like, okay, we're going to investigate where this money went. And you know who they employed to investigate where the money went? They employed the government. Yeah. So, like, the thing is, we live in a digital age, right? It's not like they helicoptered in and, like, dropped $38 billion on South Africa. No, these things were wire transferred. And then this money is just gone. Like, that amount of money saves our country, like, tenfold, you know, if actually utilized correctly. It can not only save our country from this pandemic that we're going through, it can create an environment where the country is stronger than it was before the pandemic. And then it's just, boom, gone. I get so triggered. But I what can I do? Like, if I rage, you know, if I lose my mind, if I scream at the top of my lungs, it's going to be me using the same energy I'm using right now to speak in the current tone of voice I'm speaking in. It's going to be a choice. It is frustrating though. It feels like I'm caged. No, he doesn't get to smoke or anything. He told me he wants to play with lions with me while he's down, but I'm conflicted on that. Like this is something that's so sensitive, Edmund, that I don't feel comfortable saying anything about it. Like, this is gonna be something that you have to have a proper chat with him about. I took my first hit mindfully, loving myself, but family, friends, and this moment, living faithfully. That's perfect, friend. Thank you so much for joining me, and thank you for like taking that as a suggestion as well. At the end of the day, all of these things I'm saying, none of it I believe is absolute truth, because we can't know anything is absolute truth, and especially knowing how finite my mind is in comparison to the infinite scale of the universe, the things I think I know, you know, comparatively to how much there is to not know about, I probably don't know anything, right? right? So I don't know anything. Literally, we don't know anything on the scale of things. But I'm just sharing my experience, and like I want you to just take it into yourself, and live in the immediate fact of your felt experience. How it makes you feel in the moment, that's what you go with. That's all. Kiki? Wat? Kom. Kom, Kiki. Kom. Kom eens zo. Kom. Like she's probably stuck on the couch. You know what? I can't. And I have to go fetch her because she's crying. She's crying. Oh, you are? Hello. Hello. Hello, jij. Wat je woefs. Wat je woefs. Wat je woefters. Wat je woefs. Wat je woefs. Hoi. Hoi. Oh, eating me again. She's not biting as hard anymore, fortunately. I love her so much. She was taking a nap. I actually got to like get her to sleep a little bit while I was going live because I'm alone at home right now. Nobody else is here to take care of her. And then her power nap ended and she was like instantly like, oh, someone needs to take care of me. Where is my friends? I would love to do that, but I don't want to be the reason he could get into any kind of trouble. But I also don't want to steal the experience from him or make his decision. Yeah, that's true, dude, because at the end of the day, you have to respect his divinity as well. It's, yeah, like you're just gonna have to ask him like some real questions, Like, how often does he get... Like, no, I can't get into these questions. They're too spicy. They're too spicy of questions, Kiki. I can't get into them. There you go. Nice to see you again, my friend. Hey, Chuchi. It's nice to see you as well. It's nice to have you. How have you been? How's life been treating you? I've learned neuroscience, and what you're saying makes sense. I've learned neuroscience. I'm happy to hear that, SDZTS. Like, I'm not like professionally trained in anything. I just like to do my own research. And at the end of the day, the ultimate lab that we've been given is our own bodies. This thing that you're driving almost, it's the coolest lab ever. You get to experiment with stuff. You get to move stuff from one place to another and see what happens. You get to do this to doges and then you just get to do stuff like that. Oh, it's the coolest experiment ever. She's so cute. She's the best. She's so adorable. Like, has a heart of gold. I watch her for hours at a time. Just seeing what she chooses to do as well. Experimenting on her own, You sound foreign. I am foreign. Foreign to you, maybe. I'm like pretty native to myself. I live in South Africa. Oh, he's never played with lions before. Oh, he's never played with lions before. But he's like probably been in the military for like most of his out of high school youth, if you will, for most of his 20s maybe. Dude, can you not get a bunch of mucus on my blankets, please? Is that a no? Fine. I can't stop you from doing what it is you want to do. She knows. She likes this thing the most. I don't know why. Like, watch. She can't stop herself. I love you, Kiki. Mm. Where are you from? South Africa. His hands look gargantuan with that little puppy. I actually have pretty big hands as well. I see what you mean now because I'm looking at the camera. It's like my hands can just eat the little puppy. Just what you want. She's such an adorable little thing. Foreign to where? He's native to where he is. Yeah, foreign to me. I know, friend. I'm just joking with you. So technically, he is not a foreigner. I know, just being pedantic. I was being a little bit pedantic as well, dude. Don't worry. It's nice to be a little bit pedantic sometimes. This is killing me with cuteness. Like, she had to come and make a guest appearance, if you will. Like, my hands are cold with these streams. So, like, Eva doesn't really like it too much if I touch her. But she doesn't really mind. She has fur keeping my cold hands and her skin away from each other. This little survival instinct as well. Or prey instinct, if you will. Looks for it. Oh, he's dead. She can hear the car coming as well. He's dead. What are you? He's dead. Stop. Stop. What are you doing? What are you doing? What is also? What is there? Or, yeah, technically. What do you think there? What do you think is there? What is that? She's being curious. Huh? They're gonna come. It's Mama. It's Mama and Sissy and Buta. Kiki. Yeah, Kiki. Hello, my favorite rated African. Thank you for being here with us, Kristen. How have you been? How have you been? It's been a while since we've seen you last. Which Estian? Or Kiki? Melton killing you with cuteness. Jack Russell. Those are very busy dogs. They're very, very busy. You're right, Jeff. Extremely busy. But, like, we have a farm, so they have the space to be busy in. They love living on farms, these dogs. Our previous one was, like, so adventurous that he would get onto, our motorcycles and quad bikes with us. Oh, she's actually settling down. She's like, I don't want to see them. Hey Mel, hey Red Clicker. It's been a while since I've seen you as well, friend. How have you been? What strain you smoking, Mel? I'm smoking on some orange sherbet today, actually. Like, there's a little bit of the bud left, the top piece of the bud left. Yeah, that's pretty orange sherbety. Raining like mad here. We have some overcast here as well. But it's winter technically for us at the moment. And usually we don't get rain during these times, if you will. Making me miss my little fur baby. Has anyone told you you have a little European twang. No, like people have asked me if I'm from Europe, if you will, but I haven't heard the European twang thing. I guess I can take that as a compliment. Planning on working on my bliss piece today. Dude, I've been thinking about that so much as well. And like I feel like I'm watching the days tick by, like it's the 9th. I'm like, oh goodness, it's a third of the month gone. Where's your bliss piece, dude? And I'm like pressuring myself already, man. Because like I had some sort of a vision for the little wood piece. Okay, so hear me out, and I want you to give me some feedback, even though I know the feedback is gonna be one way, because I'm gonna make it sound good, but like I think the implementation of it might not be as good as I can make it sound. Okay, so like, bear with me. I have like a little piece of cannabis wood that I want to, in like a little bit of a video, just show a little bit of like sanding it down, and then this is the idea I have, to put like 6 different textures on the other side of it. So having one side of it completely like smooth to the touch, and then having the other side have 6 different textures that you can like rub your finger over or hear the sound of as well. So like in theory that sounds like something that is a good idea, but I don't know if I actually do it, if it is going to be something that I'm like, yeah, I'm happy that I did this. Would I rather want something that's completely smooth all over instead? Because that was the initial plan. Give me some feedback. What do you friends think? What's the name of your puppy? Her name is Kiki. No pressure, dude. This is a stress-free activity. Yeah, I'm not stressed, friend. I'm just, I try and plan ahead, you know, and I try to do things in a reasonable fashion. As a result of that, I'm gonna have to add some pressure. I googled your weather. My southern hemisphere friend, I get to rub it in because it snows crazy here. So I've been at the beach as much as I can stand. That sounds amazing, Slag. I'm happy that you're like spending some time at the beach today. I haven't been to the beach in forever. Your puppy is hella cute. Thank you, friend. Like, I think though, we're going to end the stream here. It is pretty late. It was so fun sharing the space with you, friends. I love you so much. Thank you for sharing this space with me. You know, it crashed, so I didn't hear the plan. Hallo my sister. Hoe was jou verjaarsdag gewees?
Wag vir my. Hello.
Sounds like a cool idea, actually. You can showcase both texture and different sounds with that piece. Yeah, it's true, dude. It is true. So that's the plan. Like, I think in theory it makes sense. We have like a little... Shantai? Onthou jy daai kersmasjien? Daai houtkersmasjien wat hier op die tafel was?
Die wat?
Daai houtkersmasjien. Met soos 'n dingetjie aan die kant en dan het hy so 'n tipe van 'n lang tou en dan kan jy die ding vashou. En dit klomp bits en goed gehad hierso. Hey, Tutu. Waar is jou woes? Is jy terug?
Dink so piepie. Ek weet nie of jy gepraat nie.
Okay, nee, is reg. Hoe het jy verjaarsdag gewees?
Redelijk lekker.
Redelijk lekker. Nie baie lekker nie.
Was nie soos, yes, was soos,
Net content. Jy lekker geëet tenminste?
Ja, ek het wortkoek muffins en burger en chips geëet.
Dink lekker.
Cheesy fries.
Cheesy fries nogals. Ja,
Cheesy jalapeno
lekker
fries.
gespoil.
Ja, mama was nie by die huis nie, so toe eet ek en my so takeaway. Delivery.
Ja, maar toch. Sal glo julle lewe in 2021.
Ja.
Night Mel. Good night, my friend. Have a good night. Love being here. Love having you here, friend. Thank you for sharing the space with us as well. 2 key elements of Fear Bliss, I think. There we go. Have a good night. Kiki, there we go. Happy birthday. I'm preparing. I'm pretending she can hear me from here. I'm sure she feels the energy. Goodbye, sure. Goodbye, friends. Thank you for being here with us. Love and light to you. I'll see you again tomorrow.